I'd like to tell you about Abby. Abby lives with her dad and their siblings. This last Christmas she got some presents from us that were kindly donated to Flourishing Families from a local company. When we asked her family support worker at school, they said that she often comes to school in her pyjamas because she's got no clothes to wear. So they suggested that she got a jumper and some other warm clothes. She did get those warm clothes, but she also got toys and some Christmas goodies as well. Normally, every night for their tea, Abby and her family would have pasta with a tin of tomatoes poured on the top. So they were encouraged to come along to one of our cookery clubs. When Abby came along, she understandably lacked confidence, but she showed a real flair for cookery, and over those weeks we saw her begin to change bit by bit. Now the family have finished their cookery course, but Abby has been invited to continue to be part of our cookery club. She's going to be a junior leader for our organisation. Abby's going to help at one of our cookery clubs. As well as that, she's going to be able to cook a meal for her family each week. Abby's also going to be mentored to have a female listening ear. When we introduced her to a mentor, she said to her mentor, "You're kind, you're like an angel. Can you tell me where my mum is?" Sadly, we can't do that, but together we can transform her life. We do what we do because Abby matters. We're going to continue to do what we do because she matters.
We're sat here at our kitchen table, and this is where Flourishing Families started. Sitting here talking about the huge challenges that families face here in Leeds. We'd moved from the most deprived estate in Oxfordshire, where we'd established and run a youth mentoring charity that ran for 17 years. But the scale of the deprivation in Leeds is orders of magnitude greater, both in the numbers of families facing poverty and in the desperate depths of that poverty. There are 190,000 people living in deprived communities in Leeds and 40,000 children below the poverty line. Children like Abby, whose story Rich told you.
That number of children would fill Ellen Road Football Stadium, with a couple of thousand spilling out onto the pitch because there wouldn't be enough room in the stands. That's why we do what we do. That's why so many of you kindly partner with us as well to change people's lives. For more and more Abis, for more and more families living in deprivation, to see real change, to know that somebody really does care because their lives matter. We started our first family cookery club here in Bramley in West Leeds, but there are many areas of deprivation in South Leeds and in East Leeds too. Areas full of families facing real hardship, areas full of children like Abby. That's why we can't stop here.
We have a small dedicated staff team and a wonderful army of passionate volunteers, including people who were once our beneficiaries. We spoke to one lady last night. She was watching an old episode of the TV programme Casualty, and it brought back memories of her as a child being at a hospital with her mum who had overdosed. And she decided that she wanted to make a difference and to help children facing the same trauma, and she's now a mentor with us.
We can't spread to all these areas on our own. We need partners. We need you to help us. Children like Abby matter. Families living in desperate poverty matter, and we can change their lives. Together, we can really see their lives changed for good. That's why we do what we do. That's why we will continue to do what we do. That's why we need you to help us to do that. Together, we can make a difference for these families in Leeds.